What's up, everyone? All right, so here we are, Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. We're at the end of the week, and I'm gonna finish the day green, which is great. I'm up $944. All right, so just under $1,000. GNPX, BTAI, and then PLSE. Those were the three stocks I traded. No home run trades, and I had a close home run on BTAI, which was gapping up 58% this morning with a pre-market high of $43. I bought on the pullback as it started to curl up. I got in at about 37, 38, 39, adding as it squeezed up to a high of $42, and I was up really nicely, but looking for that break of 43, then a rip to 45, 50, and higher. I didn't get it on this one, but that strategy of buying on the dip as it's curling up and holding for that breakthrough high a day, when it works really well. I was up unrealized about $7,000. So that means I had $7,000 open. Of course, the stock had big spreads. Hitting the bid, I would have probably lost immediately $1 in slippage. So, it wouldn't have been likely that I would have actually been able to, if it had just done exactly what it did, actually walk away with $7,000 in profit. It came down a little bit. I locked it up for $2,500 in profit, but I still had 800 shares I was holding, and it flushed back down to the VWAP. I was down about 1,000. It bounces back up, and I sold it for a bit of a loss and finished up, I don't know, $1,700 or something like that. So, not quite what I was looking for, but I do think that was the right one to step up to the plate for. And I step up to the plate for that type of setup enough times, I'm going to have those trades that end up, just being a beautiful, picture-perfect setup. Unfortunately, it wasn't picture perfect, but I'm still walking away green. So can't complain, green day. As always, questions, comments, leave them down below. Reminder, the market's closed Monday for President's Day, but come on over to the Warrior Trading website. You'll see some coupon codes for President's Day. And I'm gonna upload a new video on Saturday, which I think you guys will really enjoy. It's a member, introducing you guys to the newest member of the 100K Club here at Warrior Trading. All right, so some exciting things happening. And as always, questions, comments, leave them below. I'll see you guys on Tuesday morning. Okay, everyone, so this is where I'm going to finish today, $944.64. Traded 4 stocks, green on 2 out of 4. That's not great, but obviously green is good. So BTAI is a heartbreaker. Really broke my heart this morning. The stock was gapping up 62%. Float of about 6 million shares, and currently has almost 4 million shares of volume. It's up 53%. It's not failing. It's just not breaking out. And so I bought it on this dip right here. This is the 5-minute chart, but if I switch to the 1 minute, it'll be a little bit more clear why I got in. So on the 1 minute chart, I was watching it for a break over VWAP. So first I took a red to green move trade right here, and I made $300. So I got in at 36. It popped up to a high of 37.88, $1.88, but then it came right back down. So I made only $300. I stopped out with a very small profit. And then when it came back up right here, I got back in. As it broke over 37, 38, and then the high of day was 38.75, that's where I started to feel pretty confident. And I was a little bit aggressive on it, adding at 39 and even adding at $41 a share. It squeezed up to a high of 41.59. And I think, let's see, let me look at what my max share size was. So let's see, it looks like I was in with, I actually was up to 3,000 shares, which, no, I'm sorry, 4,000 shares, which is, I'm sorry. Where am I? I'm looking, let's see, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 shares is correct. So I was in with 3,000 shares. And as it popped up here to a high of 41.59, for a moment, I was up over $2.50 a share. I was up over $7,500. And I was thinking, if this breaks over 43, I'm going to add a couple thousand shares more. I'm going to add another 3,000 shares. It's going to give me a 6,000 share position with a cost basis down here in the low 40s.
and my target is a break of 45 and then a rip up to $50. Now, if I'd been able to get a 6,000 share position and get $5 a share out of it, 6 times 5, that's a $30,000 winner. So, and that's the way it always happens. My big winners, they're always the result of something like this, where I take a starter, I have a pretty good position, I've got a good profit, and I'm in before the critical breakout spot. I wouldn't be able to make $30,000 by buying here at 43, unless of course it ripped straight to like 53, because I wouldn't feel comfortable buying full size at that place. But because I took my starter down on the red to green move down here, and then was adding into the breakout, I knew that if it ripped through 43, I'd be able to comfortably add, still be at a profit, and this could have been a really solid trade. Now, I don't regret trading it the way I did, because this setup, if I trade it exactly the way I did today, 10 times in a row, I'm gonna have a few trades in there that are the ones where it does explode through this breakout level and rip up through new highs. And this trade, which didn't end up working, is still $1,500 of profit. Of course, it would have been, nice to make more, and it's really just disappointing. And we can look at this on a 10-second chart just so we can look at the quicker time frame. It's really just disappointing how fast it rejected off that level. So this is where it started to look good. We broke over the high of this candle here. Then we broke over this level here. Did a micro pullback right here, surging up. I'm adding as it's going higher, and I'm thinking this looks awesome. It pulls back here down to 40, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, not a big deal. And then this drops all the way back down to 37.50, and I actually was red on the rest of my position. Now I went red. So, kind of bummed out that it didn't end up giving me that squeeze through the highs, because I thought that it looked like it really might. And, on the 5-minute chart right now, it's still up 52%. All things considered, it's holding up well. Will it give a trade into power hour, into the end of the day? I'm not really sure. Of course, the volume is decreasing. It's holding the VWAP, but it's sort of range bound. What it would need would be all of a sudden, it would probably have to break over $40. I would say 40 would be the breakout spot right here. If it breaks over 40, for whatever reason, there's a short seller who decides to cover, or someone decides to step up and buy, a 50,000 share position. I would guess if you did a 50,000 share market order on this, that it would probably give you at least $1 of slippage, maybe more. So, whatever, one big order, whatever it takes, whatever it happens to be, if it breaks over that $40 spot, then I think it's probably off to the races. But I don't think it's really going to happen today. But if it did, I wouldn't be entirely shocked either. In any case, maybe it'll be one that we come back to next week, depending on how it holds up through the rest of the day today and how it holds up through the weekend, going into Tuesday. So that's BTAI. Now, the gap scanner, GNPX was the other one I was watching. But this was kind of a tricky day because GNPX was very difficult for me yesterday. On this trade right here, I lost about $3,000. It was a really ugly drop. Double top, dropped again. Then it finally broke out after hours, consolidation, pre-market high 320. So I was looking at it and I was like, on the one hand, I like it over 320. On the other hand, by the time the bell was ringing, it already had about 2 million shares of volume. It was very thickly traded. Typically, that's a red flag to be a little careful and an indicator that it's going to be choppy at the open. And I was thinking BTAI had more potential. BTAI, if it had ripped through that 43 level, certainly would have been a much bigger winner than what I could have made on GNPX. But in any case, GNPX did break over 320 on a near perfect gap and go setup, and ripped all the way here up to 580 and kind of left me in the dust, and I was really feeling some FOMO. The trade that I took was this trade right here, the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. I took that trade, but I didn't do very well on it. I sold when it came up to 5. It dropped back down. Then it ripped back up, and I didn't get. I really didn't do all that well on it. So $443. The volume is 71 million shares. And so the problem for me with this is that reading level 2 can be very difficult when you have that much volume going through, because it's just moving so quickly. And this one, although the 5-minute looks picture perfect, you can see on the 1 minute that a lot of topping tails, a lot of kind of drop down, pop back up, pop up, drop down, pop up, drop down, up, down, a lot of choppiness. And that was what I found to be quite challenging. So, that's the way it sometimes is. Whatever, made a little money on it. NVIV was a high day Momo scanner alert. I jumped into that, stopped out with a $7 loss. That was right in this candle. And PLSE, this was on the scanners as well. It was a gap down reversal, which I'm usually a little careful about, but we had a really nice trade on AGRX yesterday, or was it ARGX? In any case. And so I thought maybe we will get a nice bounce off the lows. I jumped in it at about 788, 790 for the break over 8. I then added at $8, and then all of a sudden a seller came in at 75, and I was down, like a big seller, and I was down, 25 cents. So I stopped out with a $1,000 loss on that, and I never made it back to all-time high of day after that loss. So all in all, today kind of wasn't the best day that I've ever had. And as I sit here and, watch some of you guys who are continuing to trade and see stocks hitting the scanners, that can get a little FOMO and feel like, oh man, I should jump into something here and try to make some money. But, look, this is a perfect example. You make an impulsive jump on something like this, thinking it's going to rip to 9 and get halted. Now it's back all of a sudden down to 814. So those types of trades, impulsive trades, end of day can, that can ruin your week, your day, your week, your month, even your year potentially. So I'm going to throw in the towel. It's not the hot market that it was last week, but that's part of trading. It's ebb and flow. And so these are our days of rest. I gave back more than I would have liked to have yesterday, but that's okay. I'm still in great shape on the month. I've already hit my monthly goal, and really anything I make in the next 2 weeks is just, icing on the cake. And so if we do get something like a BTAI and it actually rips through those levels, I'm going to have the comfort and kind of the cushion to step up and take that trade, which is a really nice place to be in. I'm sort of in the driver's seat right now. And so today I'm adding a little bit of profit, nothing impressive, but kind of waiting for that next stock to make a big move that also fits well within my strategy and I can establish relatively low risk on. All right, so that's it for me. I didn't set any records today. Yesterday, trading 13 different stocks in one day, I think might have been a record for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to top that record this year, but today was just a regular old day, and we'll be back at it first thing on Tuesday morning. All right, so again, over the weekend, I'm going to upload to YouTube a video of our newest 100K Club member, and President's Day is on Monday, so we'll send out a couple emails of a President's Day coupon code, and I will see you guys all first thing on Tuesday morning. All right, see you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Hey, did you know every morning I go live to stream my pre-market watch list? Subscribe to the channel, press the alert button, and you'll get the notifications. And if you want to learn more about trading, check out the links in the description. And if you have questions, post them in the comments, because I personally respond to every comment posted on my channel.